Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. It's Week 13 in the NFL. Today is Tuesday, November 28th, and we are talking right now with Big Al McMordie from BigAl.com. We're going to take a look at a very interesting game coming up, the Sunday Night Football game this Sunday. Philly against Seattle. Pretty much any game involving Philly is very interesting right now. They're just steamrolling all comers. For anyone who's counting, it's 8 in a row, 8 ATS covers in a row for Philly. So anyone who's tried to time a halt to that ATS run has gotten burned by it. And actually, 2 weeks ago, Al McMordie, you did give us 2 picks in Philly's first game off the bye against Dallas. You gave us the under, which was a winner. But you did pick against Philly, which was ill-advised. And, of course, Philly steamrolled Dallas that week, came back last week and steamrolled Chicago in their next game. So that makes 8 ATS wins in a row for Philly. Their next assignment is as a 5 or 5.5 point road favorite against Seattle. Seattle, of course, coming off of a nice win and cover against San Francisco, but the Niners are in disarray right now. Before that, Seattle was doing very poorly ATS-wise. So what do you think? It's 5 or 5.5. Do you have any technical analysis that can shed some light on on how to handle an NFL team on an 8-game ATS run here?
Well, I'm not even going to focus on the fact that they've, won straight up 9 in a row and covered their last 8. Instead, I'm going to focus on what they've on the fact of what they've done on defense their last 2 games. They've held the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears to 9 points and 3 points respectively. But Peter, in the NFL, when teams play back-to-back excellent defensive games like that and hold their opponents to under 10 points in back-to-back games, those teams are 127 and 173 against the spread since 1980, including 85 and 129, which is just 39% as a favorite. Seattle, meanwhile, of course, everyone knows how great they are at home. They're 82 and 29 straight up at home and 67 and 39 ATS going back 13 seasons. But here's the clincher for me. Over that time, actually, even a shorter period of time, going back to 2011, Seattle is 9-0 against the spread as home dogs of +3 or more points. This line actually opened up at 3.5 and has been steamed to 5.5. So it crossed one of the key numbers of 4. And I just think there's way too much value on the Seattle Seahawks side, and I'm going to take the home dog here.
All right, a pretty bold play there, Al McMordie. Seattle, traditionally they have a strong home field advantage, but they have lost 2 in a row straight up and 3 in a row at home. Their last 2 home games were straight up losses, and their last 3 home games were ATS losses. And you took a step out looking to fade Philly in their game off the bye against Dallas. You got badly burned doing that off the bye 2 weeks ago. Not afraid to do it again here, Al McMordie, though.
Well, but you mentioned the last 2 games that they lost, and this is where value comes in. Seattle was favored by 1 point against Atlanta. They were favored by a sizable margin against the Redskins, but they only lost by 3 points in each game. Now they're getting 5.5 points. So that's the key here. If Seattle was getting 5.5 in those 2 games, they would have covered the spread. So I'm very comfortable taking the Seahawks here as a big underdog at home against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, I think that's the point, though. Now they're getting 5.5 points, but they're also playing the Philadelphia Eagles. A little bit of a different situation than playing Washington, right?
Yeah, but not as much of a difference as playing the Atlanta Falcons, who are playing great ball right now. Seattle was still favored by 1 point against the Atlanta team playing very good ball. So that's the comparison I would, draw to, not necessarily the Washington one. And they were laying 1 point to Atlanta. Now they're getting 5.5 against Philly. So I'll take the points.
Al McMordie dares to fade Philly once again, predicting that Philly's ATS run will end this Sunday at 8. It is a split line, 5 or 5.5. Bookmaker has 5.5 minus 113, but UWager has plus 5.5 minus 110. So if you can go to UWager, you can get plus 5.5 at minus 110. That is Al McMordie's recommended play. We'll see how this turns out. Very ballsy call there, Al McMordie. Tell us about your website, BigAl.com.
Sure. If folks go to BigAl.com, they can get all of our best selections, not just picks for myself, but there are 16 handicappers at the website. Guys like Scott Spreitzer, Docs Sports, Wayne Root, Larry Ness, ASA, Tom Stryker. 16 terrific handicappers. Go to BigAl.com and click on Picks for Sale. And then we also have 4 complimentary selections every single day at the website. And you can go to BigAl.com and click on Free Picks. You get 2 free winners from myself, 1 from Larry Ness and 1 from Scott Spreitzer.
All right. Thanks, Al. Talk to you again next week.
Thanks, Peter.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.